We are going now. We are live now. I'm just going to put this onto silent. That's a very good idea. And in fact, I'm just going to. Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is a Cafe Clairvoyance show. You know, the show you want to come to for all the gossip, all the spiritual stuff, all the astrology, all what's going on out there. Dun dun. Because you know you want to know, and just like we want to bring you as much information as possible, and because we've already got one like already, that's absolutely fabulous, because so many people have commented about these shows, we've decided to increase them and add more content and add in fabulous guests. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lady here on the screen here, and she's just to the... No, the camera's around the other way, so it's round that way. Good morning, Zena. Good morning, Mila. Good morning. Lovely to see you. So just, no, that way. I've got to get this round the right way. That way is my good friend, Guiomar. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Is this right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
Yay. Yeah, I've been practicing this all week. Anyway, so it's lovely to invite Guiomar on the show today, and we're going to tell you a lot about what's going on. We've got your stories, the things you've written about over the week, which we really do thank you, because this is what makes this show alive, is the fact you guys write in and you want to tell us what's going on in your lives there. I'm just setting this up here now very quickly to also record this for podcasting. So this is the podcast show. This is also Cafe Clairvoyance. So it's all happening out there. Anyway, right, okay. So just let you know what's going to go on today, and let you know what the show is about. So if this is the first time you've been to this show, then we just need to... Eleni, good morning to you. Good morning to you both. Thank you very much for joining us. So if it's the first time you've been to this show, this is called Cafe Clairvoyance, where you need a cup of coffee. Look at that. USA. Anyway. Cup of coffee. That's where you need a cup of coffee. Cafe Clairvoyance. Because this is where you just sit down, you just relax. You watch the show and you watch everything go out live here. Now, this show's on here for about an hour and probably even more. Oh, good morning, Claudine. Good morning, Emma. Oh, we've got people rocking and rolling in here. It's lovely to see you. And just say here how lovely it is to see you and just to welcome you to the show. People, you're outstanding. Oh, stop now. Stop. Anyway, okay, so during the show, what's going to be happening? Buenos dias to you, Claudine. What's going to be happening? We've been doing this show here. I've been doing this show here for about, this is about the 5th session now, I think. And what we do here is we are doing mediumship, we're doing clairvoyance, we can't do palmistry as much, we're doing astrology, we're doing the tarot cards. We're giving you all the chit-chat about what's going on out there in this world of ours here. And also, after all the chit-chat, is to give you one-to-one readings. So if you've got readings here, then if you'd like a reading, then just contact us. I know quite a few of you already have already written in and said here that you wanted to communicate with us and ask some questions. So we're eager beavers. We are here. We're going to be giving 2 dynamics on readings here from 2 different approaches. And first of all, I'd just like to pass you over to Guiomar, because she's going to talk about what she does. Then I'll come back and tell you a little bit about what I'm doing, and then we're going to get you guys on the go. Look at you guys here. You're rocking it. Thank you so much for enjoying the show. Lovely to see you, and just to give you a little hoot. There you go. Let's just remind you what a bicycle's like, because no one's allowed to go out there now and ride one, are they? Unless you've got a static bike. Good morning, Sharon. Okay, Guiomar, over to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Phil, and good morning, everyone. Really excited to be here. Thanks for the opportunity to share with your audience.
Fantastic.
And let's see what happens today.
Yes.
People might know me, but I think most people don't, because I am Spanish, even though I don't look it. Polish origin on behalf of my mom's side. But I'm a psychologist, astrologist, transformational coach, and a writer. And I have a project which is called Vivir desde el Ser, that I translate into living in alignment in English. So on my website, which I imagine Phil will put the link on the show notes. My website is vivirdesdeelser.com. I'm in Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the lot. And there's at the beginning you can see there's a little bit that's in English. So if you click on Living in Alignment, there's a bit of information in English. Not much yet, but I have enough with all the stuff in Spanish. But at least, okay, I can share with English-speaking audience through channels like yours, Phil. So I'm eager to do it. And just to explain the way I focus things is I'm a psychologist and astrologist, as I said before. So what I do is have an emotional perspective on self-development. So for me, all the emotional part is very important, but the way I deal with it is very differently than mainstream. So that might surprise you. I hope so.
Okay.
And then use astrology as a tool too, to be able to go more in depth into each person's particular issues and individualities.
Okay.
So let's see what we can see. And I mean, considering the format we're going to have today, what I'm going to do is basically just see it from a perspective of global signs. So that way I might go a little bit into the specifics of each person, but at least people who haven't submitted a question can also take something away from astrology.
Okay, brilliant. That sounds awesome. Now, I know a little bit about your work, but you just explained like that just sounds fantastic. So that's wonderful here. Now, we both do astrology, but we both have different ways or approaches of doing this. And I think this is what's going to make the show quite fascinating today. And what we hope to do as well is get a dual response to your questions. So it's not just Guiomar giving a response here, it's also me doing my little bit. Now, I work with astrology. I work with traditional astrology, but I know Guiomar, yours is very different, which is fantastic. And I also work with mediumship. I work with the tarot cards, and I work a little bit with numerology. And all this input together to work with you guys with your questions. So we encourage you please to write in your questions there. We've got the bar here. We can see all your details coming up, and that's absolutely fantastic. That'd be marvellous. That'd be marvellous out there. So, first of all, how are you all coping out there? Because I know in England now you're going into lockdown. Here. I mean, Spain here, and other parts of the world, the USA, I think you're going to part of it. I know some people out there, I know some other you people out there, especially New Zealand, and I think some of you people are joining us today because the time clock is about right. And you've just gone into lockdown as well. So here we are, beaming out to the world. Social media just can't stop us communicating. Can't stop us at all. And it's lovely to have so many people on the show. So we will, at some point in a very near future, during the show here, be asking you to write in your questions. We already have received a basketful of different things here which have been coming up here, and which is fantastic. So thank you very, very much. And as we just go through the show here, we'll be doing different things.
Yeah, I'd like to say hi. I've seen
there's a police car going by. Can you hear that somewhere? Yes, the police car. They're chasing the Coronas. Hang on, they're just chasing the Coronas. Hang on. Oh my goodness, what are they doing out there? I can see them. They just shot a Corona. Fantastic. We're winning. Sorry, just love these little sound effect bits.
I want to say hi to Beatrice, to Laura, to Janica, who I know, and there's a Spanish guy, Vicente. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Vicente. Yes. We got Jamjar, we got Jodie Smart, we got Sharon. Oh, hang on, here we got Eleni, we got Emma, we got Claudine. Yes, Deborah, Vanessa. You're from England. Yes, Hempstead way, I believe. Jamjar. We got Sharon Manley, who I believe is in Norfolk. And Laura from just down the road. How pleasant. How nice. Okay, so let's get this little show on the road here. So astrologically, we're talking about this particularly challenging time we've come through here. And I know all astrologers were talking about Saturn and Pluto, and this being one of the changes of the year. Do you think, what's your thoughts on how we're going through this year, Corona, the difficulties we're facing? What's your views here, Guiomar?
Well, my views, I hope the language I use is not a bit too far out there. I'll try and bring it down, but basically we've been living in patriarchy for 5,000 plus years, and this is finished. I mean, it's been finished for a little while already, like maybe 8 years or so, but we really haven't fully realize this. So many people are still living with a very patriarchal mind. And what is a patriarchal mind? Basically believing in hierarchy and that you don't have the power to be you and to do what you want. So that's finishing, and next year we're starting something totally new. But everything that we still have inside us that has to do with patriarchy has to come down. So all our mental structures, or all our emotional structures, and hence everything that all the structures that we project on the outer world, like the political, economical, all these structures have to come down to be rebuilt into a totally new, different way of relating to ourselves and to others, which is more higher self-based and more collaboration-based too. So this has to change, and we have 1 year to do it. So you can imagine the pressure to bring on this change is very, very high. So it's very exciting times. Yep. It's basically what everybody that is in the spiritual realm and self-development realm, we've been waiting for this moment, you can say, all our lives, and now it's here, and it's like, oh my God, this is it. Nobody could expect, or almost nobody expected that it would play out this way.
Yes.
But the result is fascinating because it's really inviting us to go inward and to realize how we were trapped, how we were not being ourselves, how we were enslaved. So the fact that we are enslaved and trapped now is actually connecting us to the fact that we have always been enslaved. We have always been trapped by higher patriarchal values.
Okay. That's really interesting because my view is very similar to this, that we needed this change. And the fact that Saturn's been in Capricorn is very much about the capitalistic, it's very much about government, about rule, about control, about restriction, and restriction in our own lives here in one particular way or not. So now we really are coming to this point in our lives. I'm just altering my screen as I do this here because everything wants to pop up and say hello. But just altering my screen there. But so Saturn is very much about this control, about having this not militant society, but having a society where we're told what to do. Then Pluto comes along and says, sorry, this is changing. And our frequency adjusting to this just throws us completely. I mean, my view of this here is to imagine a firework display, and the rocket goes up, which is Pluto shooting a rocket up into the air, and it goes bang. And the bang is the bit we go, oh my God, there's change, there's noise, things are now changing. But what Pluto does afterwards, this is what I love about it, is the sparkles. Because it changes. It's almost like knocking down old buildings to make new ones, but the new ones are better. But at the time there, we don't like it. We don't like the change. But that was a nice building. Well, yes, because you're probably just used to it being there. Then something else comes along and it transforms itself better.
Exactly. Yeah, and keep in mind that Pluto, it didn't just happen now in Capricorn. Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. Yeah. So in 2008, we had this financial global crisis. And we kind of came out through the other side and said, okay, that's finished. We've learned the lessons. Not everybody. No. And this is the issue. Yeah. Many people just went back to the same thing. And Pluto's like, sorry guys, you didn't get it the first time. You're going to get it this time. And hence the disruptions and the anguish that some people are going through, which is very strong for them because they didn't adapt to the beginning of the cycle.
Very true, and I think another point to this, I think, is a big thing with this as well, is that Pluto's come through this particular angularity and is given us this wake-up call, and a lot of people have been coming to me for readings, consultations, and going, where am I going? What am I doing? It's almost as though they've been adjusted to a frequency that's been going like that horizontally, but now this is all changing, and it's going vertically. So the energy is changing. It's completely different energy. So we have to adapt to being self-view. What sort of things have you noticed out there that brings the light to you that people are changing their ways? Have you seen anything out there globally or group-wise or anything like this where people start to enhancing this change?
Well, on the one hand, of course, like you, I'm getting a lot of consultations. I'm being really busy with this lockdown. So I'm virtually working more now than I was before.
I'm not complaining.
Okay, awesome, great. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna have time to write. And it's like it hasn't happened yet. I hope to have time to write before this finishes.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Right now it's really busy. Yeah, and so the main issue for me has to do with something that's, at the end of next month, at the end of April, the North Node is going to move into Gemini. And with Lilith in the first house, these two aspects talk to me about something really important which I'm seeing in people, and I've seen like a main theme in the people that submitted questions. There's a main theme that has to do with this, right? So it's about, as I said, Lilith in Aries, it's about being your true self, like owning your spirit, being truly incarnated, and understanding who you truly are by connecting to your highest vibration, to that which you feel in your best moment. That is your soul. So now in this lockdown, we have an opportunity to go in, clear the... can I say a bad word? Not too bad.
Go on.
Is that okay?
You can.
Okay. So one of the maximum principles of this universe for me is in comes the light, out comes the shit.
Yeah.
So if you want the light of your soul to go in, the shit's gonna come out.
Yes.
And what's the shit? Emotional debris, old stuff.
Yes.
So fears, anguish, blah blah, all these things that fuel our paranoid mind. That's what has to come out. So the Lilith is bringing the light in. And then the North Node in Gemini, which is already having repercussions, I can really feel and see it, is saying, okay, how are you relating to yourself, to others, and with your mind? And especially, is your mind yours? Are you thinking your own thoughts? Or are you being swept in to what everybody else says and what everybody else thinks? Are you being swept into social media? Are your thoughts yours? Mostly not. So North Node in Gemini is going to bring this to the fore, as well as the fact that we project onto others the hidden aspects of ourselves. Hidden because we think they're bad and they're not. If we own those shadow aspects of ourselves, we're actually integrating our talents and incarnating our soul more.
Yes.
So it's kind of something we want to do. So instead of being paranoid and saying, oh my God, he's bad, she's bad, what she said, what she did, or the government, or this or that, or conspiracy, or whatever, is saying, okay, this is coming up, it's making me feel this, interesting, that was in me. Now I kind of see it outside. What do I want to do? Gemini is about choosing where you want to put your thoughts, where you want to put your mind. Do I want to choose to put my mind into the old stuff, the old patriarchal, hate-based, separation, blah, blah, blah stuff? Or do I want to put my mind into something that makes me feel good, into something that is creative? So it's about the empowerment of the mind.
Yes.
That's the main issue that I've seen in people. To really connect with yourself and choose what you want. And you can choose that from beginning with yourself. You don't need something to achieve that state of feeling. You are responsible for your own feelings of how your inner state is.
Fantastic. I love that. That was absolutely brilliant. That was lyrical, musical, and perfect, I think. And just to add in on that, and the vibration of this, I think is absolutely terrific. And that is that we're in a time where, hang on, I've just been told your voice sounds a bit tinny, so I'm just going to reduce the volume my end, and that will probably help that. Yes, okay, right. Now, one of the things I work at my end here is we talk about Gemini. I think it's a very strong point here about the North Node going to Gemini. And Gemini, for those people here wondering what this is all about, Gemini is our communication. How we communicate with ourselves, how we communicate with other people, the questions, the thoughts, the ideas, definitely thinking. It's Mercury related. As much as it's also a sign with Virgo, very, very much working with Gemini here is how we work and network in the social area with our people close to us. It's a third house solar ruler here, so it's dealing with our network, our communication with people. How are you going to communicate with people, and what comes from you? And this is a big thing that's going on at the moment, because he says a lot of people are asking, inviting, looking for ways to develop themselves. Hence we see lots of retreats going on. People wanted to do different types of retreats, and at the moment we can't, but we can definitely do retreats online. Nothing wrong with doing a retreat online and talking to people and communicating to people like this. I think it's absolutely fabulous, and given a platform like this is great. Now, also on this platform I've got here, which I'd love to do, is to go and invite another 4 more people on and shows in front of us here. So we've got about 5 of us talking away. We'll all be going hammer and Tom, I think. Maybe. But, sorry, just looking at my... but that'd be great, though. But it'd be fabulous. But I think this is... spiritually, this has been a time of transformation. Every use this word, and every using the word reform as well. You hear from the government saying reform, which is a Latin word, reformo, which basically means here that we're going into a time of change. And we're hearing all types of words here. But the important part here is no matter what you're hearing outside there, you have so many different things coming out there now. So there's so much information coming out from different sources, whether it's from news, the media, through YouTube, through all different sources here. And some of it is very conflicting. And as soon as you get conflicting information here, it makes you think, who knows what's going on? Who really knows what's going on? Okay, all right, regarding health statistics and regarding health news, the one source I go to is probably the World Health Organization. But the biggest thing here is, I think people here, is listen to yourselves. Work on yourselves, bringing that light, bringing that change, and bringing that transformation, because it's there. And it's one thing that Pluto is going to go and do with Neptune and Jupiter and Saturn and all this lot is going to bring out more spirituality. So people want to discover themselves absolutely beautifully. So, no, thank.
May I add?
Yes.
It's very important. It's very important also to understand that I try not to watch any news, like really limit social media and everything. Personally, I'm very sensitive to all that because there's a lot of collective energy attached to it. So you might feel you're okay, but when you're tapping into those news that millions of people are watching too, and they're watching it with a vibration of fear, you're actually tapping into their fear.
Yeah.
So this is not a nice thing because you can really get swept into that, and it's like very, very obvious. For example, the first days of the lockdown, at least here in Spain, when I went to the supermarket, it was like, this density, the afterwards, to get myself back to me, takes a while.
Yes.
So I suggest people be very mindful of how your inner state is and how it's being influenced by looking for data, by watching the news, looking at social media too much. How are you feeling? And if you're starting to not feel very well, drop it, leave it, and get back to you. Prioritize you feeling good. That's 90% of the time, if not more.
I think so too. And one of the interesting things I did here, I went out to the shops. Even going out to the shops, I got stopped by the police and asked where I was going. And I said, I'm going that way to the shops. And they said, no, can you go that way? And I said, well, why is that? And they said, just because it's closer. They want you to go to the closer shops. So I said, okay. So I went to the closer shops. I went into, I'm not going to mention the name of the store, but I went into a big store. And it wasn't particularly full. The shops were pretty full with all the goods. But what was amazing was here, no one wanted to talk to anybody. No one wanted to say hello. No one had a smile on their face. And no one had the engagement that they're happy. There is too much going on here where people are responding too much to negativity. Okay, it's almost a comedy. It was almost a comedy walking around there because people were just so... gloom and doom. Yes, wear a face mask. Yes, put the gloves on. But talk. We can still talk. Remember who you are. Don't respond to the way.
Yes. I make a special point to it when I go to the shop to say hello, how are you, how are you doing, to everybody I can, and cross a nice, a smile, or at least, smile with your eyes if you're wearing a face mask. Just connect with people, even at a distance, even if you don't know them, because it's really important.
Okay. Yes, it is really important. I think it's a big thing. Okay, right. Okay, I've just turned the volume down here on G here. So on my end, is this helping out there regarding sound? Can someone give me a little nudge to save the sound? Because unfortunately I believe your voice was echoey. So I just need to make sure that's okay. Coming through me, it's okay. It's coming through the media in between and people responding out to Facebook, maybe. Echo is worse. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know why that is, but we'll try to help.
Right. I was looking at the questions with the phone. Maybe it's that. So is that okay? Can you guys listen to me better because I just turned the phone off? I mean the volume was down.
Okay, let's have a look here. Put in a microphone. Okay, I'm just going to turn this down a little bit anyway, see if that helps, and see if that helps there. Okay, I'm just looking at okay, yes, okay, right, we'll work on this anyway. Okay, right. I think that's better. Good. So people think that's better. It's a little bit better. Let's see how we go. Okay, right. So let's work.
Next time I know what to do, I think I have to put in a mic here so it cancels off the mic won't work.
I have an idea, and I can see if this is going to work. And people, in fact, I'll try this out another time. Actually, I was going to wear some earphones. I don't know if that will work. Okay, so it seems to. Right, okay, let's go to some questions here. First of all, let's have a little look. And we've got here, so we've got some viewers' questions, and we would still like to come back into this and see what we could do there. Now, I'm just going to very quickly plug this in because people are saying they're hearing echoes. Hold on just a minute. I'll be back in a... Oh? Better. Can you hear me out there?
And can you hear? Am I okay?
Yes,
because
I think you're okay. Hopefully, people out there, that is going to be a lot better. So I can hear you. If you can hear me, that would be fabulous.
Yes, I can hear you perfect, and I hope people can hear me.
Good. How's that, people? Is that better? And good. Sorry, we find out these things, but at least we know for later on. Yes, someone's just put a heart up there, flying up there. So I think that means that we're on the improve here. Good. Okay, right. So we've got loads of questions coming in here, and we're literally going all over the place. I think we're going all over the world, just about. But we'd like to go to the UK, to Watford, UK, and we would just like to say good morning to everybody if you just joined us. To oh my goodness, everybody's coming in here. We've got Mila, we've got Eleni, we've got Emma, we've got Claudine. Hello, Janica. Deborah, Vanessa, Vicente, and Jodie's coming on later. Sharon, Laura, Mandy, Deborah. The list goes on. This is Layla, Mandy. We're going on here. Everybody, good morning to you all. Good morning to you. Welcome to Cafe Clairvoyance. This is myself and Guiomar. We're doing a live show this morning, which is on astrology, which is looking at what we're going through at the present time, your questions, where you want to go in the year. And interesting here, all your questions, none of them relate to the virus that's going on. So that's good. You're all related to where you want to go in your life. And basically, I think this is a big thing, where you want to go in your life here. So Eleni in Watford, she wants to know, will she move abroad this year? And she's been trying to move for a long time, but has always been put back. There. So she wants to know if she's going to move. She's born on the 21st of 10th, 1958. And what I was about to hear, 1958. She's numerology. She's a 189, and her favourite colour is pink. Okay, would you like to start on this one, and then I can start on the next one if you like?
I think you start first, Phil, because I don't do predictive things, but I see it from a different perspective.
Okay, rightio. I'm going to start with this here. So first of all, with a 189, we've come into a year. Being 2020, which is the 4, which is about stability, looking at stability and where we want our stability to be. If we look at your number 9 here, number 9s are normally to do with endings and beginnings. And if I very quickly just add this up here and just go 21, 10, 30, 20, we've got 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8. You're in an 8 year. So this is about your year of power. So if you're going to do it, please do it as soon as possible, because you'll probably find this year is a power year where you're able to take your mastery and be able to go out there and do a damn good job there. So hopefully that will help a lot. Now let's also look on here. Let's go and look at this. And tarot wise here, the color pink is about love. So it's going to be about harmonizing your energy about love, and pink is also associated with travel. The association with travel here is good. It's also a very healing color, and it's about that energy there. If I was to work here, Eleni, if I was to just go there and just say, right, I'm going to stop shuffling now, and I'm going to split the pack into 3 piles, and if I'm drawn here to a pile, I go for your left. And let's have a look at travel this year if I work on this here. Right, okay. Now the energy here, yes, it's been very blocking, and it's because you've really got to deal with other issues and let other issues go before you can...
Phil, there's a static.
There's what, sorry? Static.
Very strong.
Ah, right. If I go back, is that better?
Yes.
Okay, good.
A little bit. Hear it.
Okay, let's try this out here. It's a shame about that. We got all that noise there. That might help as well if I put that over there. How's that? Is that even better?
Nope.
No? Okay. Oh dear, we're having a little problems with sound here, but hopefully I'm looking at all the technology here as well. Yeah, it's saying, yes, I'm doing all the technology there. But anyway, hopefully, can you hear me though?
It's very, static is very strong.
Okay, if I go... Okay, I've done a different way altogether. Hopefully that will work. Right.
Put the volume up, I can't hear you.
Okay, all right, put the volume up. Microphone. Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit better, a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. I'm just going to go and quickly do a setting here, and just bear with me whilst I do this setting. I'm just going to put the mic.
Okay, while you do the setting,
okay.
While you do the setting, I can add a little bit to Eleni's reading.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Ah, good. I do apologise here about the noise there. Let's go there. So good. Right, how's that, folks?
Yeah, good.
Ah, brilliant. I think we're getting somewhere. Good. Okay, well, the thing I'm picking up here is with this, that there's a lot of old issues here that I feel that you've got to go and deal with there, which is what's going to help you to go forwards. Now, when you say about things holding you back, you've got cards here which are very old karma cards, and it's going on and on and on. It could even be the same issues coming up again and again and again. And really here, it's Yeah, go for it.
I add here? Yeah, because I mean, she's a Libra, Eleni's a Libra, with a moon in Aquarius, right? And also Lilith in Aries. Right now, Lilith is in Aries, and it's this lockdown. It's feeling trapped, and the issue for Libra is all about this year. It's all about stop being so nice, because Libra has this fear of conflict. You know, it wants everything to be nice and peaceful and soft, and like moon in Aquarius doesn't like getting nitty gritty either. They prefer things to be, you know, oh yeah, let's deal with it another moment, or yeah, okay, whatever you want. So what happens is this year you have to empower yourself and get nitty gritty and get into the conflict and not just let it happen. So until you don't clear, and you were saying about karmic stuff, until you don't clear that karmic stuff, you're not going to be able to just move forward and do what you want. So there's something to be clear, there's something to be dealt with, and you have to empower yourself, and you know, don't be afraid of conflict and of it getting ugly. It has to.
I think that's a very valid point here, because for some of the cards which are coming up here would actually show me about this conflict. It would actually show me here that don't back down from it, actually to face it and not think it's there to say no. It is to say yes. I just think here that you both look at this, that it's good. Now with your partner here, your partner gets very deflated by this, and immediately he sees a conflict. I just see by his cards here, he just says, no, forget it, I'm not going to do it, and just completely his energy just absolutely drops out the bottom here, and I just think it's very difficult. And regarding yourself here, I think you come up with a very interesting card here, which is very related to you, is the Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Wands said very much about a woman needing to communicate, but she's in reverse. So, but it's not about looking things in the positive, in the negative. It's about transforming this into the positive. Then we start making headway. And I think it's a very valid point, like you say there, Guiomar. Very valid point.
Yeah. But also, if you see that your partner, you said her partner, you saw the energy like drop down.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's That's your own projection. That's your own projection, Eleni. So it's observe what part of you relates to that which you see in your partner. So if you see your partner's energy drop down, then go back to you and what happened to you, for example, when you were a kid. What adults made your energy drop down? Because there's an issue there that you have to look at.
I think one of the things you really hit on there is I think Eleni is a very, very nice lady, and she doesn't want the conflict. Though she wants what she wants here is the dream is there, the idea is there, and the lifestyle is there to go and have a fantastic time. But I know I believe very much that this is something that she needs to get her boxing gloves on and say, right, start taking back power. Come out with a Arnie look there. I'll be back and I'm going. Yeah. Then you'll go. So this is just deal with this problem and that's it. It's over. Simple as that.
Yep.
Well, maybe as simple as that. Okay, we're going to Tirlada in Spain, and we're going to Deborah. She's 10th of 1st, 1951. She's a 189. Her favourite colour is purple. And is this a good year to start professionally writing? Ooh, is this a good year? Would you like to lead on this one, just from that side there? Because that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I can, because I'm also a Capricorn with a Scorpio rising. So I can very much relate to Deborah's. Okay, so being a Capricorn, this year we are opening up to communicating and empowering ourselves and communicating more to the world. Yes or yes, that's going to happen. And on the other hand, it's very interesting that as a Scorpio, whether you be a Scorpio rising or Scorpio sun, in case of anybody listening that might be a Scorpio sun, for example, or rising, for Scorpio, what you have to learn to this year is befriend those people. Well, not befriend, but actually don't reject those people that you normally would not get near to, because we're very suspicious because we're very, very vulnerable. So with one thing that happens to us with one person, we automatically say, okay, anybody that is like this person, I don't want anything to do with this person. I don't want it. So we immediately categorize people and go, okay, yeah, I know this kind of person. I'm not going to go that way anymore. But that's going to close your doors. So it's not about befriending or not befriending that person. It's about not closing your doors by being suspicious because you're fearful of getting hurt. So just accept that maybe that person that you don't like has a message for you, has something that is there for you. So just accept that. And if you're connected to you, if what happens next you don't want, it's not a problem. You just go, okay, I'm going to go another direction. And that's it. And specifically for Deborah, as she has a Lilith in Gemini, it's very important that you do this and that you free your mind from that suspicious and patriarchal way of seeing things, because that's going to close doors for you. And if you want to become a communicator, if you want to write, if you want to go out there with what you have, the stories you have to tell, you have to be able to connect with other people from a different place. And also your North Node is in Pisces, which is also telling me the same thing. Just go with the flow, be more open, more compassionate with people, and understand if there's somebody that you don't like, something that you don't like in somebody, it's a reflection of something that's yours. You don't have to know what it is. Just accept it as that and just let it go. But be clear
really
and be open.
Yes. It's 1961, beg your pardon, not 51, but 1961. But even so there, I think this energy here, I think what you said there and what I was actually going to pick up for Deborah's cards, in fact, working with her, and also the fact here that she has so many planets here in one particular area, and especially being in that particular area, which I would say is about the third house there somewhere. I think that she would be a powerhouse of writing, a powerhouse what she's doing. And I think here's a big thing I'll say, especially with everything going through Capricorn at the moment. Do it. Bring out that panther, that tiger, that wolf, that powerhouse, and do it. That's what I think here. Let's have a little look here. So just finish shuffling cards there. I'm just going to go left, middle, and right, and I'm going to go for the right. I'm going to go for the right here, and I would say here, looking at this, there is See, purple is a very, very strong colour. Now, this is interesting. This is so interesting. All these energies here, which are coming through, I understand what you're saying about being hurt, and I understand what you're saying about having this it's almost like the castle and the moat. The castle and the moat here, the water is the sensitivity to people, and the castle is a strength here, which is really you, but you're taking too much value from the moat rather than actually from the castle. And I'm actually looking at here and saying it's similar in some respects to Eleni, where there is, it's a karmic thing to let go of the old value and bring in a new value and accept the humanness of the human race. But it doesn't mean to have to say here that you take, it doesn't mean to say you have to take crap from people. It's about here, you just, okay, that's your problem, not mine. It's not mine, it's yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. And let's have a look here. We've got 23 people viewing us at the moment. That's absolutely lovely. 45 comments, 16 hearts, 5 laughs, 1 oh, and 1 ooh. So if the thumbs up and the hearts are rising, anybody should have any more hearts up there, that's fantastic. Hello, Helen. Hello, Karen. Hello, Mandy. Hello, for the other people here joined this morning. This is Cafe Clairvoyance with myself, with Guiomar, and we're having a fabulous morning. And Roz made some comments there, and thank you for all your comments there. We're just working through people here. Then we're going to come on to others outside there. And I would like to say a big hello to Claire from Barcelona. Claire from Barcelona. Freddie, no. No. Okay, she's born on the 20th of June 1972. And her energy's come up to 189. We've got loads of 189s this morning. Loads of 189s. That's interesting. Endings and beginnings. Paola, good morning to you. Great, Phil. Thank you very much. Favourite colour is yellow. And when will Claire be able to, or when is a good time to travel back to the UK? She goes back to the UK at the moment. She'll land at the airport, but like, where is everybody? Like here, they're all locked down a little bit here. By the way, I've got to show this as well, actually, just show this here. I'm running on eBay at the moment. I've got the bids are going absolutely sky high. They're absolutely fantastic. Selling this at the minute. High bids here, and it's gone past the reserve, but people are still bidding for. And I'm selling this at the moment. Anybody want it? It's still going out there. I mean, drug dealers are even selling this on street corners now, but because they found out that marijuana is just no good to wipe on your. It's really itchy. It's really itchy, but use this instead. Anyway, so good stuff there. Okay, Claire. Do you want to head this, or yeah? Do you want to head this one?
No, you go ahead first. This one.
Okay, so we've got a 189 endings and beginnings. We've got a 20 and we're in a 20. 20 and we're in a 20. Her birthday's on 20 and a year 2020. So it's just working through this very quickly for a 2020 here. 26, 1, 7, 30, 20. Oh, the twos and twos. Wow. 2, 8, 10, 12. We've got 1, 2, 3 as we call it in numerology. So your ability there to go out and travel this year is huge wherever you want to go. But the only thing is, you may go back to the UK, but my initial energy here, just by your numbers, you're not staying there long. You'll be off again. And I would only give it a few months before you go. I mean, I would say just feeling-wise, mediumship-wise, spirit-wise, I get the feeling here that the summertime will be awesome to travel time or be back in the UK, friends, family, and everything like this here. After that, you're off again. Yeah, you won't be longer because of things will pull you in directions here. But I think you'll be, there's a plan in store. I don't just think here, I just want to travel. No, there's a lot of plans in store. So that's one of the energies here, which I would say here. And Cancer very much associated with the home here. I sometimes want to be connected to that energy there. But however, there's this other energy around us here, which is we want to do different things here. The 1 and the 8 in your numerology here, it's always about, and it's not a bad thing, but it's always about me. And it has to focus on me, because otherwise we don't get it right. The 8 is about emotional power. Emotional power here. It is a believe in that emotion. So there you are, have this believe in me and the power behind it driving you in life here. And it has to be driven by the self. Has to. You can't be to have anybody controlling you or being dominant over you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Exactly. Yeah. So like you're a sun in Gemini, which
Sun in Gemini, big one. Yes, it's 2 days before, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So with the sun in Gemini, you have to learn that your thoughts are not yours. That's what I was saying before. And you've got Lilith in Scorpio, which tells me that, and South Node in Cancer. So why would you want to go back to England? What's there for you? You know, you might say, oh, I want to go back home, but home to what? Where is home? Home truly is where your heart is. It's where you are you. Home is not necessarily where your family is. So why do you want to go home? What is it there that you want to do? Because there's a lot of a helper energy in Claire too. So sometimes we think we prioritize helping other people, and the important thing is to prioritize yourself, because whatever you do in life has to come from your spirit, from that highest feeling inside you. If it doesn't come from there, you're just perpetuating the past and past grief. And we don't want that anymore. We're leaving that era.
Fantastic. I think that's big things there. Just doing a tarot spread here on Claire. This is where she's going, and just clearing the old reading basically briefly. Coming on to the others here. Let's have a look here. I know some of you have sent your questions here. We are going to get round to some of them. There, and then we'll come back, and then we'll chat again. And this is very exciting. And then we'll probably do something again. Anyway, right. Claire, just finished shuffling for you. Looking at you here, split the pack into 3 piles. I'm going to go for the right straight away. I picked up the right. I want to go that way. You travel back to the UK. When's a good time to go? I really pick up it's going to be the summertime, and your cards here say, yes, it's all the same again. There's something about money and power and issues which are going to take you off in a completely different direction. And but don't be mad about this. Don't be mad about change. Thinking, I wanted to come home and I want to, why am I not happy here and things like this. Don't be mad at it. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sarah. Right, okay, let's move on down the list, and let's go to Houghton Regis in the UK, to a very nice lady called Emma. She was born on the 2nd of the 11th, 1980. Her favourite colour is green. And any help with areas of her life or where her future is going? Any areas of her life where her future is going here? Would you like to start on this one?
Let me see. Where's Lilith in there? Not really. You start first. I don't get that clarity right now from her.
Okay. So I want to go.
I got one thing I have clear, and then you continue, and then I'll add on to that. It's the heart. It's all about the heart. Not only because the color green is the color of the heart, of the elevated heart, but it's also the North Node is in Leo, which is all about going towards the heart. So I'll maybe add on something afterwards.
Okay. Wow. We have got a dynamo of energy here, a dynamo. Now, one of the things I say here, because the numerology here is a 224. A 224. Now, for those of you who know about numerology, we would all be going, yay, it's great to have these master power numbers here, 11s and 22s. And Robert Farley there, hello, sir. 24th of 8, 1959. Yes. Okay. He's one of the youngest people on the show. I'm sure he is. Anyway, so, right. Okay. So your powerhouse here at 22 is about strength, but the 4 is relating to the base and relating to the base of you. A good thing to go and do, what I would say to you, Emma, here, because I'm really to get this energy with you, is pat yourself down and say, I am Emma. I am Emma. Well, for me, I am Phil, but I am Emma. Remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself you're worth it. Remind yourself you have power. That's one of the first that I say. Colour green, new beginnings. New beginnings, new starts. Feeling of Mother Earth, a feeling of connecting with the self. I long to be in my heart. I long to be in myself. I long to connect with the love of me and the people to love me. Love me. But first of all, love yourself. Love yourself.
And give love.
And give love.
And
Yes,
it's
yes.
important because if you just stay, because she has Lilith in aspect to Uranus, and what this talks about is you feel like you're the odd one at home, like where you were born at. You're like the scapegoat or the odd one, like you're not like the rest of them. So what happens when you're born different, that you think you're a bit of an alien?
Yeah.
It's that you end up relating to those people through guilt.
Okay.
So the only way you know how to relate to people is feeling like I have the obligation to take care of people, to do something for them, or to behave like they want me to, and all that stuff. But if you relate to people through guilt, you're going away from yourself and leaving an empty void that is there to be filled up with everybody's emotional junk. And you don't want that, because that's not going to make you feel good with you. So it's about understand that you were born with people that were like not from your family in a way, no? And that's okay. You're at a different level than them, and just go your own way. But then clear your heart and open it and connecting with yourself.
Yes, I'm just getting a very, very strong vibration to say to Emma that look above you through your family line to see where this coding has been going on. To see where this coding, and even going on here. And there's often, I get the feeling here, there's even something that goes beyond this life, even into past life, which would relate to I've been suffering. Now, one of the things that's interesting by here, this is one thing I feel by you, is this theme has been going through lives. It's been going through different lives until you decide you're going to deal with it. And it sounds like an awesome task. Well, it could be an awesome task, but it depends what emotional vibration you put behind it as to how you're going to react to it and how you're going to enjoy it. If it's through love and love of yourself, you're going to let go of something which then says, I'm going to see you dancing and saying, I'm free. I'm free.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're seeing it's a very common theme in many of the people who are here. There's a lot of Scorpio energy, and there's a lot of Lilith with Scorpio or Pluto. So there's a lot of karmic shit needing to be cleared. And as I said, in comes the light, out comes the shit, out comes the shit, in comes the light. It goes both ways.
Yes.
So just let the process happen. When you feel stuff, let it go, and open up to the new and connect with yourself, with your highest self, through that elevated emotion that you can access in your best moment. Try and bring that to your daily life.
Yes. And I think, maybe even a good idea to go up into the countryside somewhere, on the top of a hill, scream your head off and shout, I am me. And I would almost look at this, even these energies here, I would say here, stop worrying about what other people think and forget what other people's reactions, responses and thoughts are. They're yours. It's yours.
Yes, because once you get free of this, so right now the kind of people that are around you are the people that belong to the old patterns. So your life is surrounded by people that are not like you. And you feel like the odd one out and that something must be wrong with you. And the idea is that once you release these people, you turn around and you realize that there's hundreds of people that are like you and that you can relate to with you being you. So it's just about letting go of this type of people, but not rejecting, just letting go, just accepting that that's the old for you. And look for what's new, look for what's good.
I think what's interesting here as well is a lot of spiritual people would feel exactly the same as what you're saying now, that they feel the odd one out because they're not accepted by people. I mean, you go back over the years, it's like that. But I think more now, people are being more accepted as being, oh, wow, you're a spiritual person, you're part of not unique, but you're part of a collective which really relates to humanity. And I think that's a big thing there. So, Emma, it's a good thing here, very good thing, I think, to reward yourself for being you. And I think you deserve this coming up right now. I think she does. I think she does. Really feel that one there. Really feel that one. Okay, and we move down now to a very nice lady. I don't know where she's from, but her name here is Beatrice, and she has a sun in Pisces in the 8th house, a moon in Capricorn in the 6th, a Leo rising. She's left a teaching job and is a violinist, and would like to know more about teaching and playing music, her creativity, her performing. What's her best direction? Teaching or playing music, or both? This is an interesting one. Okay, well, astrologically, the sun in Pisces is a very musical sign. And in the 8th house, it's very deep. It goes down to a core. and with the moon in Capricorn in the 6th. I mean, moons in Capricorns, people think they're very cold people, but you're so warm. Yes, they won't be. And I think here, and looking at this, I think Capricorn in the 6th house. That's also, I think that's an awesome moon here to have in Capricorn. That's also dedication, being focused on exactly what you want to do, and especially at 6th house working. But here, Leo rising. Hey, I know what I would say. Here, especially with Leo rising. Get out there and shine. Be like the peacock. I think the more you pronounce yourself as a peacock, shining out there and not being the shy artist who says, oh, can I do this? Should I do this? Forget that bit. Vroom, come out. Spread your feathers. Show your colours, and perform.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Exactly. Yeah, because that Leo rising and what was there the North Node in the 3rd house. It's all about basically play. Play. Life is a game. Play. And also, Beatrice, you have Lilith in the 11th house, which is similar to the Lilith we just talked about before, and aspected to Uranus, which talks about you being the odd one out at home.
Okay.
So you are different. You've always been different, and all you have to do is just let go of those people that are not at your same level, that you are something else. So let go of the old, the people that you know, to actually connect with people that are, like Phil says, wilder, happier, more childlike, more heart-based, freer. That's where you want to go towards. Just being looser. Yes, that moon in Capricorn Virgo is always going to be there to ground you through a technique, through your dedication, through your concentration. So that means that you can spread your wings and you can just be silly and fly around and do whatever you want, but make life easy. That's the key. I
think so too. In fact, I'm just really attracted. Even your name, Beatrice, it's just lovely hearing your name. But that planetary configuration, it's just go and shine.
And look at and her surname, may I say it? Because I love the surname.
Lead better.
Lead better. So it's about being a better leader. It's about leading in a different way in this new world that we're coming into.
There's so much in names, isn't there? There's so much in names. Just hearing this and seeing this in names, especially what we're going for at the particular time, I think is awesome. Absolutely awesome here. And what else would I like to say here? She's... so I think here she's got a lot there to go and offer and to go and do, and I think she should. She's an awesome soul. So basically, I hope that helps you out there, Beatrice. I hope that helps you out and get you on your way. And I'm not here to go and beef up my own self here, but I love talking. I love talking to people. But this is just to help you here, maybe to help Emma, to help Beatrice, anything else here. Going back about 20 years, probably around about 20 years, a bit younger than that, I used to have the world's worst stutter. And I just shut down. I just put a wall up in front of me. I couldn't really want to communicate to anybody. Broke through it, and now I absolutely love it. You people break through.
Yeah, that's what I saw. As I was saying before, there's a big Gemini theme all through all the people.
Yes.
It's all about communication. And not only today, but like, what day is it today? Like Wednesday? Yesterday? Yesterday also, like all the people, I did a talk, and everybody there, or like 90%, had a strong Mercury in their chart. Yes. So I can really feel like the Mercury, the Gemini theme is being really, really strong. How do we think? How do we create with our thoughts? How do we communicate? How do we reach out to other people? How do we not close doors to other people?
Very interesting point. And I think if you have a thought, where are you going to link that thought to? Because in your mind, has a pattern in your mind here. Are you going to link that thought to something positive? Are you going to link it to something that's connected with someone else that could be negative? Think about the thoughts you're doing and where they're going to. Maybe they just need to be reconstructed to go in a completely different direction. So this is about 2020 is about bringing that new foundation. In the 2020 are two karmic zeros. to when you have zeros in numerology here, you have a great pattern to redevelop what you want. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, let's move on down here. We're going down to, we're going quite local, just down the road here. It's a very nice lady called Claire. She's in, I believe she lives in Javier, I'm not sure though. She's born on the 5th of 10th, 1985. In numerology, she's a 3811. Dun, dun, dun. And colour rainbow. Okay. When will she leave Spain and where should she go? Has a friend who died at the age of 34. I'd like to see if he comes through. He was spiritual but troubled. Okay. Oh, good. I get to work a bit of mediumship here. Now, let's have a little look here. So first of all, Claire, do you want to take this first bit?
Sure. Claire's a Libra. Remember we just had a Libra before?
What
happened with that Libra? Before you move, get your act together, confront issues, get it cleaned up, get messy.
Okay.
Also, I know a little bit of very basic 22 based numerology, and it's beautiful numbers she has. It's like a tree of 5s and 10s and 15s, 1515. So I get the rainbow. It's like angelic.
Yes.
It's a very beautiful energy. I mean, we know Claire, but she does have a beautiful energy. But now seeing the numerology and the chart and everything, it's like, wow, what an energy.
Yes. Now, the interesting thing here is, I've got to say to Claire, now, much as I know a little bit about Claire, I know nothing about the question that she was going to ask me here about a gentleman who's 34 years old and passed over. He was a spiritual chap who'd come through. But what I get through here spiritually is quite interesting because I actually pick up a chap here. Now, his name here might have been something like 3 letters, like very, very short name, or known as a short name guy. That's the first thing I'm picking up here. I also would like to say here, as I'm picking him up, is yes, there's travel across water. I do pick up the travel, and I think that would be a good thing to go and do because I pick it up this from him. But also here, it's a funny thing, the restlessness. Restless of being stuck in one location, feel like you're going back for a sense of duty or anything like this here. This is what I'm picking up here. This guy was very high-spirited, but just his vibration in some respects here was too high. Far too high for people to adjust to understand and to connect with. And this wants to show me here. He wants to show me he's very clever with art. Very clever with art. He also wants to show me here very clever design, but there was a difficult relationship with his mother. In fact, he may have even lost his mother from a younger time, but always has a thing here. This is what he wants to show me. I'm just channeling this stuff through that he's given me here. And then also here, he wants to show to me here, he says that he had a lot of issues as a child, but really took a long time to grow out of this here, especially to do with growing up, unfortunately, poor chap. But he's saying to me here, his light is with you, to say your spiritual light is there, but there is yes, definitely, she says here. Yeah, and I'll pick up here. Now, why am I picking up bikes? But these aren't necessarily push bikes. These are also motorbikes or scooters. The need to be free. And also here, he's just given me a whole load of warmth. The weather. I know it's not particularly nice out there at the moment here, but please do not be stuck in a country where it's cold. England is not necessarily a warm country. I really pick up here. Wherever it is, you're going to go warm again. And you won't be long back there. So be careful what you spend on money-wise, transferring your life to go elsewhere, and really you'll be saving money thinking here, just calm down a little while, just look at this carefully here, because you're a master number 11, but you're a 3-8. The 3 is like, I want to be here, I want to be there, I want to go there, I want to learn this, I want to do that, I want to be everywhere. But the 8 is power. The 8 is saying here, oh, for goodness sake, are we going to focus on one thing, or are we going to focus on everything? Because it needs to have a little bit of energy there, which is yours is like up and down like a yo-yo. But these two together create the 11. The 11 is the teacher. The teacher is saying, I want you to move to snow. I don't think you'll be there very long. Snow business, like snow business. No, so I don't think you'll be there very long. I think you'll be on the move again. You won't like it for too long. Yes, you'll be off. Yes, one snowball in your face, you're going, I don't like this very much. I want to go back to sunshine. Yeah. But that's what I'm to finish. This chap here was very, very, yes, I hate being still. Yes, I can totally understand. Your 3 is vibrant. Your 8 is, how the heck do I handle this? It's almost like 2 separate energies with 2 different focuses.
trying to work together. But you could do this, but I think moving around, I think would be absolutely fantastic. Moving around, being on the move. I wouldn't put yourself stuck in one position. In fact, that's a good idea. To be the traveller, so to speak here, moving around would keep you in a mobile place, but having somewhere as home, but not necessarily in the UK. That's my thoughts. How do you think that? Right. Okay, let's move on down to Laura. Now, Laura, I think she's also from Javier. She is born on the 15th of June in the year 1989. She's a 393. That's interesting. Colour is yellow. And this is interesting. She says, I was told something yesterday that really brought me down. And I can't figure out if it's true, a blind spot for me, or if it's her projection. It's interesting, we've been talking about projections, the way people think and things like this. Absolutely fascinating. That people don't feel they can say the truth to me because of how I'll respond. Respond is an interesting word, interesting phrase there to use. That I'm controlling. That it's easier to evade me. That I take everything at face value and can't feel the true underlying energy in relationships. Okay. This is interesting. This is a real question here, isn't it? A real deep one. Well, I'll say deep one. It's something we've got to work through, isn't it? And but we've got 393. So the energy is about freedom and learning here. But I would say definitely with a 3 is do not take anything personal. How would you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, because the 3 is just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, the thing is that there's a lot of Scorpio energy in Laura. And as I said before, with Scorpio, it's very important not to close your doors off. Also, she's the Gemini. So it's about, are your thoughts being captured by patriarchal values, or are you owning your own thoughts? And also about understanding that yes, she's probably projecting, but so are you. So the hurt is yours and the words are not, but it's just an opportunity for you to connect with a feeling that you had inside you. And when we have these low, dense feelings, we are stuck looking in the wrong direction. So realize this. So you just open up and trust more. Also, own your energy, because North Node, Taurus, 8th house, very powerful energy. North Node, Libra, 11th house. Very powerful energy. So you have a lot of power. So if people are put away with you, it's not because they think anything poorly about you. It's because they are scared of your energy. And they're scared of your energy because you're closing it in. And what you have to do is own the energy you have. Even though you might not be big and huge, you're petite, but own your energy, because it's very powerful and it's there to give to others. So when you do that, then you'll find the doors open, but don't close them beforehand.
What's a very interesting thing is I love this. I mean, I get loads out of the show just listening to you, to listening to reading stories about people, getting to see people's feedback there. And it is about owning your own power and what it is. And sometimes we get so scared of it, but also hear how sometimes you feel something when you're communicating with someone, you immediately say here, oh, it's them. But actually, no, sometimes it's a reflection about what we're feeling. It's something within us, so we need to come up and say, okay, this is it, but own it. Don't be afraid of it. In some respects here, love it. If you love that energy, it's going to do something for you. We'll harmonise something there. So I think it's a big thing. Yes. Okay, we've had 54 likes, 24 hearts, 16 laughs, 1 and 1 We're doing well so far. Okay, now that was the end of the pre-question. So it's what we do here. So next, sorry, is another one? I think,
Phil, did we do Eva? I think we didn't do Eva.
Emma, is that?
Eva.
Eva, now did I get her details? Okay, you might have to come back to that and throw me what that is. I don't know if I got Eva's details. Okay, I'll have a look. What's
Yes, she wrote to you. You gave it to me.
Oh, that's good of me.
And she wrote to you on your Facebook, like one of the first people to say that she was going to be on the show.
Ah, hang on a minute. I might have gone straight past the very top here.
Spanish name.
Eva. Okay, right. Eva, what was her question there?
Her question, I don't remember. Let me see. I'll check it out. I've got the PDF you sent me around here.
Okay. Oh,
Opening up.
Yes, because I had it. Yes, I will get it on another link here. I should be able to get this through. Let's go straight to there.
Oh, I know. You send it to me.
Do apologize.
Where's Eva? I swear I saw Eva.
Eva. Okay, let's have a look here because I would have this through here and got Beatrice. I know I haven't got her information there. No, I don't know what's happened there. Okay.
Maybe it's in the comments here.
I've got Beatrice, and no, that's all I've got there. Don't worry, if we've missed you out, we will come back next week. Come back next week and do this. We'll come back next week and do this because I think it'd be rude not to. Or a date we're both going to plan here, but we'll tell you loads and give you loads of information in advance when we come back on. But it's been great. Okay, right. Eva, if you're listening, just type in your question there. We'll pick it up on the comments bar, and that will probably jog our memories anyway. But I do apologise, I missed that there. I'm just going back now to go through the comments here. So if there's anyone else we can help here, and who's given their date of birth, who's just come in here because we could work with both. And I'm going to, I think we need sometimes a third person to write down the comments and questions, to fly in and out the room. Here's another question.
I don't know why I have these details from Eva, so I don't know where I got it from because we've been, chatting between you and me, and so. But what I have from Eva is that she's a sun in Aquarius and a moon in Gemini. Is that possible? And so North Node Sag, Lilith in Capricorn, and basically with Aquarius, what you have to do this year. So it's next year. It's the big change for Aquarius, not this year. So this year is all about clearing out all junk, all stuff, right?
Okay.
And I think I remember now. Eva asked something about career, about job-wise, and relationship, and
Okay.
So with Lilith in Capricorn, there can be too much focus on the job, too much focus on doing things well, being a perfectionist, being able to achieve something. And it's really all about stepping back and going into the heart more than just trying to achieve. So the main focus shouldn't be the job. It should be going back to you. And this clearing out year for you is probably the year to, maybe you got laid off your job, maybe you can't work now because of the coronavirus lockdown. So use that time to really connect with you, to connect with your intuition, to connect with your self. Do yoga, do meditation, do something to connect with your heart, so that way when you come out of this situation you have more clarity and more intuition, because you got to work with your clarity and your intuition and not with your success-driven mind.
Yes, I think you're quite right there. I think that that energy there, I think, is pretty strong. But Eva, no, we'll come back to you. There. We'll do that on the next show, definitely, to push that through there. Okay, Shanina's written in. It's spelt Yanina, but it's pronounced Shanina, just to confuse things with people who are...
A neighbor of yours, I think, right?
Sorry? Yeah.
Your neighbor.
Yeah, neighbour, just down the road. She owns a fabulous restaurant there.
Hi, Janina.
Oh, I've got this here. Right, okay, got a couple of... This is great. I've got people running in and out now, giving me dates of birth and things like this. It's great. Right, okay. Now, what I've got here, I've got Shanina. She just wrote in. She was, her birth details are 13th of 4th, 1988. 13th of 4th here. And I'm looking for, she wrote in a question somewhere, but I'm just trying to find a question because it's here. I'm just shooting down here, just having a look. And good morning, Helen. Good morning, Helen. And Yannicka. Good morning, everybody. And and I'm just quickly looking.
I don't see the question.
Okay, it's around there, so I don't know where it is at the minute. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Paola. And, right, I'm just coming across. Yes, hang on, I'm just looking for it. There it is, right. What will be the best time of year to start a new project? Yes, what will be the best time of year to start it? She just repeated it and just flashed it back up online. Thank you very much, Shanina. Now, if you're in Spain and I'm going to charge for this, by the way. I'm going to charge a lot of money for this. If you're in the region of Spain here, especially around Calpe leading up to Denia, anywhere else, and you like a vegan meal, then go to this place. It's good, isn't it? Trebus. Cafe Trebus, fabulous place. It's in Benito, and I've got to tell you the chef there, his name is Neil, and he used to be the chef for Sir Paul McCartney, and he was also a chef for Pink. Yeah, so he's done a lot of people there, a lot of cooking for people here. He's absolutely fabulous there, and great chap. And I think what we're going to do is just let people know that when the doors are open from Corona, if people want a good meal, a good vegan meal, I'll tell you what, you'll eat it and you'll think here, why do I eat meat or why am I a vegetarian? Why should I should go vegan? Because it's fabulous.
And the size of the servings. It's like, let's not go down that road because I'm getting so hungry just thinking about the dishes there.
Yes. I can eat a whole turnip right now. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So her question is, when should she start a new project?
Now is the time. Now. I think it's now.
Yeah, get on and do it.
Like, you're in Aries. Aries has to do something new professionally. Yeah. And you're also Lilith Leo, so you got to go out and shine and show your stuff. So I think all the time.
Yes. In fact, I'm just looking here. 4 and 8, 12, 14, 16. Now, it's interesting here because your birth numbers come to 257. Now, the 2 is about duality. So sometimes when you do projects, sometimes you're looking to do this with something or someone. Something or someone. And when that's... Everybody says you're always hungry. Some people know me. Oh dear. Anyway, so so sometimes here what we have these numbers here, which is the let's just come back here now and just write this down. Yes, where we have a 2. The 2 is looking for duality. Sometimes wants to do things with people, projects with people. The 5 is very energetic, free, doing something out there. Something to make shape or shift the world into a completely different place there. Yannicka, she says, yes, Trebus is the best. Fantastic place. We're in Spain. If you want to come to Spain, go to Trebus. You will never, ever, you'll go back there again and again and again and again. Anyway, and a very lovely people there. Lovely people. Then your phone number there is a 7. So anything on a spiritual sense, anything that comes from within you, which is the deep soulfulness of you, is where your magic will shine. Just doing something to like, as we used to say, the democratic or the capitalistic society, which is going, gone. This is about bringing out something from you, something to shine from your heart. And it's got to feel, it's got to have a out there so people can connect with it, go, oh yes. It's almost like higher thinking, higher consciousness, anything like that, the project you want to start with here, fantastic. And I hope that makes sense there. Hope that makes sense. Yes, I've got, right. Right, okay. Have we got time for a few more? You happy there to go a few more? Yeah, good. Yeah. Silent communication there. Power of communication is fabulous around here. It's just right. We've got Mandy. Now we've got Mandy here. Now what we need here, though, although you're sending in your dates of birth, that's fabulous. We need your questions here, because otherwise we just do a very general, specific thing here. But if you want to relate to something that's going on in your life that you want here, that's what we want there. And right, so Sheena, I've got yours there. I'd love to see. I'd love to know what the stars show for the coming time for me. Okay, all right, let's go for Okay, so much. We can't wait to see you all here soon. Made my day. Good. I'm glad you're happy there. Right. Okay. Artem. Artem wants to come in here. Now, he's on the 7th September 1978. His colour is turquoise. Wow. Okay. I'd love to know what the stars show for the coming time for me, whether I'm staying in Spain or being taken somewhere else, another country, another world. Another world, perhaps here. Cheryl, have you got a question there as well? We need your question. Question there, please. And a favourite colour. Thank you. By my will without... Okay, right. Okay, so Artem, sounds like a bit of do or die thing going on here. So let's have a little look. I say do or die. Maybe that's not quite the right word, but it sounds like we've got something we've got to focus on here big time. Okay, 7th of the 9th. Just working through your numbers very quickly here. 8 to 7, 9, 16, 17, 17.
Yeah, for Virgo, well, he's a Virgo rising. He's a Virgo with the Aquarius rising. So as I said before, for Aquarius, what's very important this year is to clear out, declutter, so you can start anew next year.
Okay.
And also, in Sun and Virgo, it's important that you take the focus away of doing things so you get recognition and really start focusing on connecting to other people. And whatever you do to serve, you have to prioritize that connection with other people, not what other people might think of you.
What's so interesting when you said that, it's almost like on the tip of my tongue. Tip of my tongue here, because you're a 3-0. You're a 3-0, the karmic 0. And the 3 is that, yes, communicate, but there's a lacking with the 0 until you invent it. Till you create. The 3 is all about creation. I want to talk to people, I want to get out there, but you've got to have something that comes behind it where people then go, I get it. I get it here. So it's about displaying, it's about showing, it's about talking, it's about networking. And because you've got 3s, it's probably 3 different ways of doing it. It's talking face to face, it's getting on media, it's writing about it, it's photographing, it's showing, but it's a need to display this. And your 0, your karmic 0, is the need to set something up new. So this is understandable here why you're looking at your life thinking, where am I going, what am I doing? Because the 0 is something new, it's generating something new here. Now, basically looking at this in 2020, where we are this year, we've gone from a 30 to a 20, so we've still got a karmic 0 here. You're not going to be working by yourself, you're going to be working with someone else. Look for partnerships. Look for partnerships that people want to work with you, the creativity of working with people. And I think that'd be a pretty big thing now.
That's why it's so fundamental that he opens up to people and not just look down. So I have this vision of just looking down and more self-centered. It's all more about opening up and connecting and looking for those partnerships and looking to support other people, because North Node in the 7th house.
Yes.
It's about doing.
Yes.
It's about going out. It's a yang energy. It's like own your yang energy. You're too yin.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a very, very good point there. And I think here too is this needing sometimes here to sometimes accept rejection, but to accept stability. Now, you're saying here about traveling away, and where's your life going to be going somewhere else? In some ways here, your 0, your karmic 0 floats around a little bit. It's, in some respects, I'd say as well, maybe it's up to you to put your direction in, but communicate. What do you think about that? He focuses on where he wants to be, not where life is taking him.
Yes, definitely. South Node in Pisces is used to just letting himself go and see what happens. And this lifetime with North Node in Virgo in 7th house, it's about taking action, going for it, and just putting that energy outward.
And I'd think here very much about networking with people, but don't be surprised about partnerships, people who you'd enjoy working with and you can bounce off. I think there's a need of that stability somewhere. Neil says hi too. Okay, Cheryl, thank you very much for your question there. I've just got some questions there. Okay, Cheryl, now this is interesting here. Let's go to Cheryl. Let's go to England. Let's go all the way to sunny England, which definitely is sunny compared to what we have here. And we've got a birth time. It's 17th of the 7th. 17th of the 7th, 1997. 1990, I think that's right.
1971.
1971, beg your pardon. Oh, good. Oh, you got that, have you? Yeah, 1971. Yeah, I was going to say here. 1970. Sorry, it's way it came across here. 71. I'll just write that down again. Right, so we've got 170771. And what's that? 8. Oh, power there. Power there. We've got the 7. The question is there a house move coming? House move coming here. You want to know about this first of all. We've got the 8 here. We've got 7, 15.
Gray is her color.
Grey is her colour. 6, 7, 14. We've got a 156 in numerology. That's interesting. And we've got those colours there. Okay. Basically, I'll start on this if you like. Okay, Cheryl. So your numbers here are very interesting here. You've got a 1, 5, you've got 156, and 156 here. The 6 is about. Now this is interesting here because this is a 6 is normally contained within families and wanting to keep things together, wanting to be. It's very good in business. It's very good with structuring people. It's very good with organising everything in this particular direction. But then you've got but breaking this down though, you've got a 1, 5, 6. So the 1. Very much about you is about yes, although you've got this 6 here, it's also about taking your own direction, your own power. The secret here behind this as well is your 5. Your 5 is dynamic. It says here, sometimes it says here, when things don't conform, let them go. What the heck? Boom. Cast away the ships here. Go me. Well, if you don't want me, don't have me. Your loss, not mine. Your loss, not mine here, and that sort of energy here. So I think there's a dynamic there. And let's just have a little old look here. I'm going to look at the cards, and let's go with this. So I think, Cheryl, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to cut the pack into 3 piles. We've got the left, the middle, and the right. On the go by the left. And we've got here, so I've got that, and I've got that. Okay, so will there be a home move? Right, okay, firstly I would say here, at the moment, no. At the moment, no. But it doesn't mean to say here it's not going to happen. I think it will happen, but it's not going to be yet. And also here, what is it that's blocking you upstairs? What is it that's blocking you here? Not out there, not out there in life, not about cars, not about houses, not about people, not about anything like this. What's blocking you there? Because your first card to come up here is we're looking at things upside down. We need to go around the other way, if that makes sense. We need to look up, not down. We're going in the wrong direction. And the magician, but you've got a very powerful card as well, but it's the magician. Very, very powerful card in the tarot here. And but in your case here, it came up reversed.
Which is Gemini. It corresponds to Gemini.
Gemini. Is there any room for any other sign during this show?
Exactly. So it's all about the mind and the thoughts we're having, you know?
Yeah.
So you can feel a very fixed energy in this chart,
Yes.
but there's the sun is in Cancer, and for this year for Cancer, it's important to learn the lesson of stop having codependent relationships. Start relating to people in a different way. What's a codependent relationship? Any relationship in which you make another person responsible of your feelings and vice versa. So basically if somebody hurts you, you're the one that's hurting.
Yes.
It's your issue. It's your problem. Deal with that. And vice versa. Don't make other people morally responsible for what you're doing. And so there's also a south node in Leo. So there's a bit of with that sun in Cancer, this should be the way I think it's moon in Taurus, very, this is the way to do things. And that's not going to happen anymore. All that's falling apart and falling to pieces. And it's going to become very obvious that maybe you might be a bit rigid in this respect with that magician upside down, Cancer, Taurus. And what's going to happen is you're going to see how the relationships that you're in, that you have, your spouse, children, whatever, they're just going to, all these things are going to happen that are going to make it evident that you're not going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel like you're not being you, like you're trapped with them, and you're not going to get what you want from it. So it's more about clearing this out a little bit, stop being so codependent and making people really, just letting people go, letting everybody just have their own life, and you have your own life. Because if you're there telling everybody what to do, you're not going to have a life. No. And you're going to make other people responsible for your insatisfaction. And we got to stop this.
Very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting here. I think one of the things I think is very true here. I think one of the things that comes up here is you've got the magician reversed here. It's not seeing things around the right way, and it's also we're not taking on our power. We're not taking on power here. We're stalling. We're overthinking. Oh, I'll leave it for this. It's almost like there's a situation, but you're going around it. You're going, where am I going with this? And I'll look at it tomorrow. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'll sleep on it. I'll think about it. But instead of actually dealing with it, and if you wanted to go and move home, well, I guess you will do. The cards come out and say you will. What's interesting about this here is that you'll look back at this and say, why did I take so long at this? Why did I take so long? Why did I stall so much on this here? Because you realise that suddenly you've got more power than what you knew. And your ability to move here is all there. I think here that, yes, there's a money matter here. You've got the Ace of Coins here. You've got the Ace of Coins here, but that's reversed. But is that necessarily to say here that money is a bad thing? No, it's the way we're looking at it. Energy is energy, and this is energy. Money's energy.
It's also like what you thought was stable. For example, some people have these typical family values and that everything should be the way it should be and all that stuff. And maybe you've deposited all your power on that. You think that's how life is. Well, maybe it's not, because we're just reinventing everything. Maybe that stability, family stability that you thought is not really the way things are going to go now.
No.
And that has to change.
So it's about the change, isn't it? And I think the magician is also very much the card in here saying here, we need to think about change and enhance it. And I think that would be a big thing. Yeah. Oh, dear. Well, there we go. Now, it's interesting, Sandra Kalini, she just wrote in there, I was just thinking about this just as we were coming to the end of Cheryl's here, but she said, hi, Deb, hope you're both well. I'm getting fed up with this now. Now, what I'm going to say to you here is, people, is this is a journey. This is a journey we're going through. There is an end. If we keep focusing, or I'm not telling people off, I'm not saying this, I'm just helping here people to think about what we're doing. If we keep focusing on we're blocked at the moment, you'll stay blocked no matter even after the time when we released. You'll then start saying here, I'm still blocked. So this is about accepting this is the pathway, the journey. But as you're going through this journey, what are you doing? What are you doing that allows you to build yourself here? As the doors are being shut here in life, we've got to shut our front door, we're not going out of the house here. The house is also us. So we go into our minds, here, because we're going within ourselves here. What is it maybe we're fearing, want to look at, which we've been talking about today, has come out so much with the Gemini practice here, where we can actually really look about where we're going and what we're doing. This will be the big energy. This will be the big thing, because then we can turn our lives around. And then you're hearing so many people being creative, turning their energies around and wanting to be better people. Do it.
Exactly. Because like right now, as I was saying before, like in this lockdown, you can start thinking like, were you really free before being locked down? Because being in the rat race, running around and, not having a moment for yourself, is that really being free? So yes. Maybe we are locked down in our house, but are we not freer now?
Yes.
And another thing that's very interesting is now that you're locked down and you don't have much to do, like some people, we got work, some people don't, but there's not that much to do. There's not that many interactions, so you can't blame that many people for the way you're feeling.
Yes.
And if you start blaming the people that are around you in your home, that's not going to be nice, because it's going to create a very bad atmosphere, and you don't want to do that. So it's like a really perfect time to start get in charge of your own thoughts and your own projections and your own feelings, and dealing it with yourself, because you don't have nowhere to throw it onto, and you shouldn't. So deal it with yourself.
Deal with yourself.
Get your act together.
Deal with yourself here.
Get yourself into a good spot that you can do it. All you have to do is maybe a little yoga, maybe a little dance, maybe a little music, maybe just a special moment. But you look for that moment, and you create that energy in you and that vibration. And that's your soul. And then just look for that all day long. And you can get yourself there. That doesn't depend on anything or anybody. Very
motivational. I think it's brilliant. Very motivational. I think what we are is allowing this time period to do is allowing us to be very creative, and also look for options to bring out harmony, love, and power in our lives here. And we've been on for just over an hour and a half, and I think we're going to start to wind this down now and just end this. But I'd love to do this again with you if you're up for this, Guiomar. Would you like to do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. Now, for all of you people here who we know you wrote in, we got so many people here wrote in. We got a list as long as a toilet roll. Yes, we got a list as long as this. But we just want to say to you a big thank you. And to my good friend Guiomar, I'd like to say...
Guiomar.
The Guiomar. Sorry, my Spanish is awful. And we just want to say thank you very, very much for joining us. And Catherine Butler-James, sorry I've just seen this. We're going to be on again at roughly the same time next week. And Guiomar, are you free then?
I'll check my agenda. Let you know.
No problem,
We'll
people.
see.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to announce it out there. You'll notice on Facebook here, on the site you're looking at, that shortly down here, there are going to be the contact details for Guiomar. And we'll let you know when the next show is going to be. But we've so enjoyed your company today. It's been so interactive, and love your response, guys. Loved all the different responses. We had 77 likes, 42 hearts, 18 laughs, one and one and we've done pretty good. We've been on 1 hour 35 minutes, and we've had loads of people being on different times. So people, thank you so much. Thank you. Bless you all. Have a great, 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 great week. We said you're a big and
Thank you, everybody.
and G, thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Phil.
You're very, very welcome. Have a lovely time there. And this is going to be on Facebook. It's also going to be staying on Facebook there. So you can go back and listen to it. It is also going to go on the podcast. And I'll also send this over to my good friend, Guiomar. Guiomar. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, lunch, whatever it is. And stay cool. Stay cool.